The strategic framework for integrity, compliance, and accountability is fundamentally important to our status as an international financial institution. By that I mean particularly our role as a multilateral development institution, because we are provided with certain special privileges, invested with certain rights, immunities, and burdened with certain obligations. A key obligation we're burdened with is the fiduciary obligation to ensure that every dollar of development funding we harness is used directly and only for its intended purpose. But there are three main things I would say that the strategic framework really does. The first is that it articulates the principles of integrity, ethics, and accountability that CDB has quietly embedded into its DNA over the last 45 years. This allows us to express clearly our zero tolerance for fraud, corruption, collusion, coercion, bribery, money laundering, terrorist financing, and other corrosive practices. In addition, we're also able to articulate our zero tolerance for any actions that may create social and environmental harm in the projects that we finance. That's the first aspect. The second aspect of the framework is that it establishes 5 core governance functions within the bank. The first function is institutional integrity, which is typically regarded or labeled as fraud and corruption. And that function includes the ability to investigate, to prevent, detect, investigate, and sanction violations, integrity violations related to fraud and corruption. The second function is ethics. The third function is whistleblowing, a new whistleblowing function through a comprehensive whistleblower system. The fourth function is compliance, which relates to anti-money laundering, terrorist financing, and ensuring that we avoid violating financial sanctions. And then there is the fifth function, which is accountability through a project complaints mechanism. The final component that I believe the framework enables is the establishment of the Office of Integrity, Compliance, and Accountability, which is abbreviated as OICA or ICA. And ICA is a representation or a convergence of all 5 of the functions established by the strategic framework.